Hey there, guys. We're the phonies. We came up with a name. We're the phonies.
We're the phonies now.
I bet you're wondering what the fuck's
Who's the faker now?
Who's the phony now? I bet you're wondering what the hell's going on. I thought you said you'd do a tier list next podcast episode. Psych, we fucking tricked you. Get clickbaited or whatever. I don't know.
Get fucked. Get fucked. We tricked you.
Stupid.
Here's the thing, viewers. We've got a very important podcast episode today. Foz, this is an intervention.
Why?
You are the only 3D person here. Why do you have to go
and I have character depth.
Yeah,
I have character depth. You watch this. Watch this shit. I can look to the left.
Can you look behind you?
Right.
Foz,
look around.
I can.
Twirl around right now.
Foz, Foz,
look, I can do all of that and you can't.
Foz.
Yeah.
When you turned around, it looked like you placed your face directly in my boobs.
You're saying that like as a bad thing.
You want to put your face in my boobs?
I mean,
I'm right here for you, baby.
I have more. I have a chest of them. If you want to see.
Misk, I'm gonna steal them from you. This is a threat. I have a gun.
Yeah.
No. You'll never find out where they are.
Please?
They're in a very secret location.
Listen,
they're under your house.
I'm a trans woman. I need them.
You need to Venmo her some titty.
I mean,
I
thought I already gave you a pair. I
grew
them myself
boobs
when I gave them to you. I still have a lot more, and I'm redistributing boobs to people who need them. Okay,
redistributing the boobs
the Oprah
to
Winfrey
people in
of
need.
Titties.
Obviously,
You get a set of titties. You get a set of titties. Everyone gets a set of titties.
Communism for boobies.
Oh, I would say
no.
Oprah
It's
Winfrey.
Socialism.
Socialist
boobs.
Exactly. Yeah, you get the amount of boobs that you need. You know.
Exactly.
Yes.
So today we thought we'd try. I guess in the words that I use for it, I guess we're gonna try and do a little bit of cosplay. We're gonna try and cosplay as normal people.
Anyway, what's the best way to drink water?
Yeah. I quite like when you have like a proper like big like cup like designed to hold water in it, like a water bottle.
But what do you mean by big? Like certainly there are big cups. There are
500
plenty
milliliters,
of water bottles,
maybe even like a
flasks.
liter big one. You know.
I would say at 3 a.m.
Liter is a bit abnormal for how much water you carry around with yourself.
I don't carry water around with myself normally, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Dehydrated.
Yeah.
Dusty.
Yes.
My
body is an empty temple.
A gust of wind just makes you dissolve.
Yeah. Dissolve
into dust. Because
I-
you're so dehydrated.
No, I think dissolving would be when I get the water, I dissolve into it because I'm so dehydrated.
Yeah. I dunk you in like a big glass of water, and then you like swell up like one of those dinosaur toys.
No, you dunk me.
No, you dissolve like cotton candy.
Yeah. You put me in a big thing of like milk, like a cookie, and I just slowly crumble.
Yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles.
That's the way the pussy crumbles.
I thought you said we were going to be normal people.
Okay. I'm trying, okay?
No normal person walks up to you and goes, "That's just how the pussy crumbles,
Listen,
baby."
Misk said it first earlier.
Good point.
We were
that's not
Misk, you're to
that's
blame.
not during this podcast.
That wasn't during this podcast. No, it's my thing now.
That is not our business.
Oh,
that
sorry.
is not business.
Misk never said it because it never happened in the podcast. Therefore, it never exists because we exist only in this podcast.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. I exist after it.
Yeah, you want to be so fucking special.
Oh, yeah, because you're 3D, huh?
After this podcast turns long to dust, I will still be there mourning your deaths.
Like, you're three-dimensional, you exist outside of the podcast. Gee, what else do you want to have? A house?
Sustainable income.
Okay, but everyone deserves that.
Yeah. But I also
we were talking about water. What's the best way to drink water?
I was gonna say 3 a.m. after being sick, waking up dehydrated.
And then you just get a nice cold glass of water from the fridge.
nice cold
Yeah.
glass
Poured
of water
from your
with ice.
water filter.
With ice, yeah.
You mean
Exactly.
you mean sick as in feeling like unwell, like with a fever
Yes.
or like cough? Okay, I
Yes.
thought you meant being like you wake up in the morning, throw up, and then drink water.
Now that just
No,
reminds me
no.
of the painting. That just reminds me of the painting Boxman trying to drink water after eating saltines. Yeah, you know the one. Yeah.
Future
Okay.
editor me, put that
No.
up on the screen.
Fucking wonderful ass picture. Oh my god.
Yeah. So
Holy shit.
I like drinking water out of like one of those like 2-liter bottles of Pepsi.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
I prefer drinking my water from cups that are more vertical than horizontal.
Yeah.
You know, they're the difference is what they'd call it is verties and hories.
Wait.
Horse.
Do you prefer
Sorry.
to drink your water through verties or hories?
Isn't a horizontal cup just a bowl?
No, a bowl is specifically made to eat meals. A cup
No,
is
okay.
made to drink fluids.
No, but like
What?
okay, let's say that a cup was made out of like a malleable material, like a glass was made out of a
Birdies.
malleable material, right? You got a glass of water. It's like, oh, it's a glass of water. But then like you squish it down and you stretch it out, and it becomes less tall and more wide, and it becomes a bowl.
Oh, right. Okay. It's actually more like the cup is more tall than it is
Yeah.
square because they have cups that are more square. Those are like the horizontal
so you mean
type cups.
Okay, you
Everything
mean
is
s-
a bowl?
So I mean, a
Everything's a
mug
bowl.
is a donut.
Yes.
Everything's a bowl.
Yeah. What isn't a bowl? It's like
Barack Hussein Obama.
oh, this is the wildest tangent to go on right now, but a tide balloon has -1 hole.
True.
you removed a hole.
Yeah.
Misk, how do you feel about hole removal?
Terrified.
Okay, good to know.
So-
I'm now just thinking of like going up to a big black hole and putting a big cork in it and it just like plugging it and just going like
No,
No.
you can't do that to me. I just eat it. I just
no more
eat it.
suck. No more suck.
I think you'd want to do that to like a white hole,
Yeah.
because the white hole is
But what-
constantly expelling things, right? It's like a big.
that would
cork.
just cause it to comically build up like a big balloon and burst.
Yeah, no, well, because if you're using a cork, you're stopping things from getting out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also. I mean, you're also stopping things from getting in. You know.
Yeah,
You
but
put corks on a You put corks on a wine bottles to stop weird white boys from getting into the wine.
Wait,
Wait,
like
what?
you?
Yes,
Oh, Misk,
they made corks to
Hold
stop
on.
me.
Misk,
What?
I don't know how to get them off.
the gator wine incident.
What?
No, the
What?
gator wine
What?
incident.
All
No,
right, Fuzz, leave
What?
this
What?
to us to tell the story. Okay,
I
So-
can't. No.
me and Misk having a wonderful day. We went to a shop. We got wine and we got Gatorade, right? Because
Yeah.
Yes.
Misk was like, oh yeah, people drink Gator wine. It's where you mix blue Gatorade with red wine. And I was like, all right.
hmm
And
Okay.
in my head, I was
And
like, okay.
a genius, decided, oh, let's get a nice wine because it's a special occasion when it was specifically supposed to be cheap wine. So this
Yeah.
wine has a cork, like a real cork
Okay.
on it.
So we head back. We're like, oh shit, this has got a cork on it. Whoops, we didn't know this. And we go up to Miss Mum and we're like, hey, do you have a corkscrew? Miss Mum is like, oh yeah, I'm sure I have a corkscrew somewhere. And hands us the shittiest looking corkscrew I have ever seen.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
It doesn't have the little things that help you get it out. Is the important part, because usually it's got these little levers that you can push down to lift up the cork out of the bottleneck. This is important
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
story. So obviously I'm like, okay, I roughly know how to use a corkscrew. I start using it the way that I think that I usually should. Yeah, okay, looking
Uh-huh.
good. I'm like,
Yeah,
is this enough turns? I guess I'll look it up. Okay, it's enough turns. Oh. And then you went to use this part of the corkscrew that was hiding the corkscrew as the handle? Okay. So it's in there fully, it's all the way in there. I'm ready to get it out. I pull with all of my might. I pull for so long. I spent
There's
so
nothing.
many minutes trying to pull the corkscrew and the cork
Oh
out
my
of the
God.
bottle. We were gonna
We
sit
resort
down.
to the knife.
We resort to the
And
knife.
while we're digging through there, like we're digging for
Oh
gold,
my God.
we're like dwarves,
Mhm.
just trying to get the corkscrew out because it's fucking stuck in
I
there.
used the knife and I believe a pair of pliers, right? I
Yes,
dig
yes,
into the
I found.
cork with the knife until I get to the little bend around the corkscrew part. I get out the pliers and I start levering. Oh, it's working. Oh my god, this
Oh
is
my
amazing.
God.
It's levering out. It's working. I get it out.
Meanwhile,
The cork has
and then
been broken
meanwhile,
in
I'm
half.
like searching the fucking pantry for another corkscrew opener, and I finally find the one that is the one that we were supposed to use that wouldn't be shitty and like get stuck in the cork.
Mhm.
And
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
like the cork is already like half obliterated.
When I was levering out that cork with the pliers, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is working so well. Nothing can go wrong." And I get it out, and it's broken in half. The cork is broken in half.
There's cork parts.
I think at
in
one
the
point
wine.
I missed the cork and got a tiny nick on my thumb with the knife.
Oh.
Oops.
And then I use the actual corkscrew, and it goes perfectly. It takes less than a minute. The other corkscrew took so long we missed the sunset.
Oh my God.
We were gonna sit down, nice bottle of wine,
Oh my God.
drink a bit, watch the sunset, have a wonderful time.
Nice, wonderful. Honestly,
No.
mind you, I think people used to drink like beer from bowls. So you were doing a very historical thing, actually.
We
What-
weren't
what
did
in
beer from
bowls?
bowls.
It
We
wasn't
were
beer, it
digging
was
for
wine, but it's people used to just drink like not just beer, but also like a lot of drinks out of just bowls.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Cups
have
were a
cup
more
when
modern
bowl.
invention. Yeah, why do cup when bowl? Cup can fit anything. Cup can fit soup. Cup can fit wine. Cup can fit drink. Cup can fit
chips.
chips too. Cup can fit chips. What else cup? What else can a cup fit? What else
you
can a
know-
cup fit?
You know what's funny about all those things that you just talked about?
What?
A bowl can do the same thing.
I mean, yeah.
A cup is a bowl.
Cup is a bowl.
Yes.
No,
bowl
cups
is a
are
cup.
descendants from bowls.
Well, actually, I would think that bowls are descended from cups, considering they're lower down.
Wait, what is the difference between a cup and a bowl?
No, but
I
bowls
need
came
statistics
before
here.
cups, right?
Oh, probably, yeah. But I would.
What? No,
I was-
I need.
hold
What's
on,
what's
pause.
like the difference between them? Okay.
I'll get to that. What I was trying
Okay.
to say, Misk, was that because bowls are lower down, like they're shorter than cups. I was saying they descended from, as in went further down from. That
I
was a
see.
bad pun. Well, Fuzz, what do you mean by a cup?
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I'm not good at answering questions like this
Because
May I
at the
answer?
end of the go for it, Misk.
because I'm gonna leave out some kind of cup.
Oh.
A cup is an open container that is taller than it is wide. A soup is a open container that is wider than it is tall.
A
soup?
Not a soup,
A
a
soup?
bowl.
A soup? A soup?
A
A soup? A soup? Ah, a soup is a container. That's a fucking quote for the goddamn podcast. A soup
Yeah.
is a container. A soup is a container.
It's a container, mate.
It contains yummy, delicious things.
I do quite like that one. I do quite like that. That is a pretty good definition. But then
A soup is a container.
I
A
mean,
soup is a container.
I'm not
It
actually
contains
going to
yummy treats.
continue on with this part of the conversation. This is just
It
me
contains yummy treats.
being, pedantic about it like I usually do with defining things. Technically that means that Tupperware is a bowl.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I've used Tupperware as a
Sounds
bowl.
good. But yeah, no, I would
I've microwaved Tupperware.
now I guess the container, it's about the size of the container and the dimensions and the ratios. But if you're asking
So you're saying his size matters.
size matters. I'm looking at you,
Size
audience.
Size doesn't matter. Do whatever
The-
you want.
The thing is, size matters, but it doesn't actually matter that much. It does matter. But yeah.
Size does in fact involve matter.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I could
The
have...
more you size, the more you matter.
It's like-
Exactly.
Yeah.
That means the bigger person you are, the more you matter in this world. If you're a small person, fuck you. You don't matter.
I'm a tall chubby girl.
Exactly.
I have so much matter.
Yeah.
You have
I
so
matter
much
so
matter in
much.
you.
Yeah.
Wait, oh god. Between all three of us, I have the least matter,
Yes,
don't
you
I?
matter the least.
Oh, okay. I guess I have to leave now.
Love you.
Bye.
Oh, wait, no, you're messing up the video. You're messing up the video. Come back. No, Fuzz, you're messing up the video. Fuzz, put your camera
Sorry
back
if I
on,
fucked
quick.
things
You're
up.
fucking up the video. Come back.
I fucked it. I knew I fucked it
You
up. I
should've
knew I fucked it up.
You should-
I went out and I was like, I think I might have fucked
Yeah.
up the recording
No,
thing, actually.
it's
Oops.
good. That looks horrifying. It doesn't look good. It's just a mound of black squares.
You just briefly took a vacation to the void or
Okay.
something.
I went to the void. It was actually
So-
pretty nice. They had nothing there.
The best way to drink water, guys. I like
Okay.
to get one of those
Go ahead.
big like soda bottles or whatever that's like 1 liter, 2 liters big. Fill it up with water, and then I put it in the freezer to let it freeze. Okay, and then I put it in the fridge, and obviously I'll have a couple going if I'm actually going to do this properly. I haven't been doing this recently.
Mhm.
So then the one that's in the fridge, the one that's actually I'll probably leave the other one out, and as the other one, you know, cools down. Not cools down, warms up. Ah, yes. When ice cools down, it melts. When ice
What the
warms up,
fuck?
it melts. And obviously, it starts melting, and you've got this big rod of ice there, and then you've got the water that's formed because it's heated up. It's you've got a
Yeah.
big ice rod, and it's cooling down your water and making more water. It also stops you
Makes
from
more
drinking
water.
too much water
Huh.
because
Makes more water.
I used to drink a lot of water. I haven't been drinking.
I was
water
gonna say one
I
of
drink
those
so much
like,
water every day.
one of those like water like things you can buy at a gas station where they have the like little sippy thing at the top, because it makes me feel like I'm I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm like a hamster in one of those little hamster containers, and they have that little like ball roller things, and I'm like yum, 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 yum,
mean-
at the container.
I think I know what you mean. Do you basically just mean like a normal travel cup, basically?
Kinda.
mean,
they're-
There's
Yeah,
a normal
you-
water bottle. I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
but it's the spout at the top that's the
yeah.
important
No,
part. You have like
that's very normal. That's like the majority of water bottles I've
really?
seen at least.
Majority of water bottles over here they're all over the place. Like
Well, maybe
you have these ones
maybe,
which are like magnets.
Perhaps
can't
perhaps
see
it's
it.
the fact that everyone that I know that has a water bottle is a person of refined taste and has chosen the right kind of water bottle.
Everything about me is unrefined to the point where my parents make comments about it.
You understand what I meant.
Oh, I did.
I was saying that you made the correct decision.
Oh,
Oh,
I was giving you a compliment. You can't.
You-
can't
I-
believe it. SMH.
I heard
Really?
the right kind of water bottle, and then I was like, oh, I don't have one of those.
Oh, you wanna
but
hear
your
my water
favorite-
bottle?
You chose the right kind, as in with your favorite one. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Misc's
I like
water
that.
bottle. Make the sound.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh god, I love it. I love
Fuck
it
yeah!
so much.
Amazing
I
sound.
love it so much.
Yeah. Honestly,
so
I
good.
could listen to that all day.
I could too. So,
Oh right, I
Um,
have a monster here.
yeah,
Fuck water.
the conversation that we came in here prepared with was about water, and you're saying fuck water?
In any way possible, yeah.
that's gonna hurt Water's feelings.
Unless you mean sexually.
I said what I said, didn't I?
Do you like... So, okay, I'm asking you a question you don't have to answer.
Yes. Yes.
Do you, like, drill a hole in a block of ice?
One moment.
Do you freeze a
I
cup
need to-
with
one moment, I need to
slushy
talk to Max.
and then
I need to talk to Max. 1 second.
uh,
I need to talk to Max. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh.
He's trying to duck out of frame.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah?
Max has told me not to answer under
Cool.
legal
Cool,
reasons.
cool. Sounds good. So that means yes.
Okay.
Got it. So... What's your favorite way to drink water, Miss?
From my water bottle, of course.
Yeah, you don't put ice
Yeah.
in your water.
I just put my water in the fridge to keep it cool. If I put ice in my water, that's usually because it's much hotter outside and I need it to stay cold longer.
Ah, okay, valid.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now I have a question. Did any of you people used to have those things where it would like the sense things, or have any of you people known somebody with those like smell things where it's like, I smell the scent of orange as you drink water?
I mean, they work, but they are overpriced and don't work very well. So.
I did know somebody at my school who used to have one of those, and I tried it, and my experience was this was the most overpowering orange smell in my life, with the most bland tasting water I've ever drank.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
Why don't you just mix it in with like the sports drink thingy?
It's like a health thing. It's like a health thing because it's like,
but-
oh, you're drinking water, but you're smelling orange.
Oh, woe is me! I can't handle the 20 calories.
I can't handle actual flavors, so why?
I can't handle actual flavors. Oh my god.
No, I am so self-conscious about my body that I need to avoid the calories and the different things in there. You know, it's bad for you. And then they go and like
Okay,
drink
so
a
it
Coke.
was real.
And then they drink like
Was
a
real.
Coca-Cola.
Okay, I was reminded of something. This Australian Olympian went to ban for like the Canadian reserve national parks somewhere in Banff up in the mountains, and she cut into a glacier to make like a temporary swing. Like, that's protected land?
Yeah.
Don't
What?
do
You
that.
shouldn't do that. That's a national park that you shouldn't.
That's a national park.
Don't fucking do that.
Like, she posted this on social media, so obviously she's gonna get at least fined for it.
Yeah. She'll be fined, but she won't be fine.
No, she won't.
I think that I feel like some of my jokes recently have not been. I mean, I've had some bangers, like that's just the way the pussy crumbles, but I've had some lows like that. Okay, controversial question here, guys.
Yes, yes.
I guess I've got a couple of quick fire controversial questions.
All right, start off easy.
Which way round should you put the toilet roll on the toilet roll hanger?
I leave
whatever
it up to God.
Same.
I leave it up to God.
That doesn't really matter to me.
Because the way my thing works is it's like a spring-loaded little like thing. So I just like spoink it out. I put on the roll, and whatever way it's facing is the way it's facing. Okay. If God decides it's facing forward, I let it face forward. If God is deciding it faces backwards, I let it face backwards.
I love
that
how
is the
you
way of this world.
described it. You described it in such a convoluted way when you were describing a normal toilet roll holder.
Hey, that's the way I do things, okay? You give me an egg roll, I describe it in unnecessary detail.
Hey, you know me, just like Mr. Miyagi says, you give me an egg roll, I roll it with my feet.
I hate that I get that reference now. I hate you for that so much.
That reminds... Okay, pause real quick.
Yeah.
Pause real quick. Remember the toilet paper Splatfest in Splatoon 2?
I remember! I was a part of that! Do you remember the fork and spoon fucking Splatfest?
Yeah, that was so boring.
Okay. Yeah, Ray, real question. Fork or spoon?
Fork.
Spoon.
Spoon.
You can't drink soup with a spoon.
You can't drink soup with a spoon, is what you just said. I hope you know that you said
God kill me now.
You said, quote, you can't drink soup with a spoon.
Let it be so.
God kill me now.
Wax you with a dynamo.
You can't drink soup with a fork.
I was going to say you can't drink soup with a fork. That's what I intended to say. And then my brain was like, no.
But you can't really use a knife with a spoon.
I've used it with a spoon. You're just a coward.
No, as in, because, like, you hold something in place and you cut it up.
Yeah, you just gotta dig the spoon in
secret third option, chopsticks.
Secret fourth option, spork.
Okay, but sporks are like always plastic, flimsy, and like
What? What? No, you can buy metal sporks.
Yeah, but like where?
You don't have metal sporks?
No, we don't have sporks really.
You don't have sporks?
Nobody here uses a spork.
Oh,
I do have. I've seen spork shape
to
utensils, but they're used for like really niche stuff. Like
I think
use this to mix your salad or something.
I've seen a single spork one time, and it was
once.
I've seen one spork, in the UK, and it was, I believe, it was a metal one, but it was very.
Do any of you happen to have pet rats?
No.
I used to have
someone
them
who does.
when I was really young.
The metal spork that I saw was one that came with the container that it was used in, because it clicked into the lid of the container.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So even then, you couldn't buy it like separately on its own, because it was like a proper one that was made for that. And I've never seen a standalone spork that someone has bought as like its own thing.
No, you can buy metal sporks. We only have one metal spork, but it is like a good metal spork.
Have you ever used the spork?
Yeah.
When?
Multiple times, usually when I'm eating spaghetti.
So it can have a spoonful of spaghetti.
Yeah.
With a
Also,
fork.
it's also so you can scrape off all the sauce when you're done.
But you can
See?
do that with a.
Can't really
do that with your.
when you do that with a fork, it goes right through the it can go through the fucking like prongs. But with a spork, you don't have that problem, because you can just use the sides of it.
Why don't you just stick the plate to your tongue and
Well, you can
eat the rest of it.
First of all, I don't use a plate most of the time. I use a bowl. So unless you want me to put the fucking entire bowl in my face and go nuts like a dog, I can't really do that.
That's something you would do, though.
I want to see that. I
would do that.
Here's the thing. Do you never like? I'm trying to word it in my head now. Because first of all, because obviously I don't really eat spaghettis that have like sauces anymore, because I don't prepare it fully.
Oh, I go fucking 9 goddamn miles for
also,
that shit.
it's really funny that you were talking about not having enough time in the day to prepare a sauce. And
that is specifically for that kind of sauce.
Yeah.
Like you said 30 minutes if I remember correctly for the sauce, right?
No, I said 30 minutes for like cooking. It took to make the sauce that I used. It took me less than a minute.
Okay, that's fine then. I thought you said like, oh yeah, it took me 30 minutes to make a sauce, and I was like, that's way too much time for me.
It took me 30 minutes to cook food every day.
Okay.
Like
that's around the same time for me. I just cook enough to usually have leftovers.
I said that the sauce, because I cut up meat, and then I made the sauce. I put in some dry and wet ingredients. It was a sauce that Misk gave me the recipe for. And that sauce takes no time at all, because you're just putting things into a thing and you're making a thing.
Yeah. To be fair, I did also make some sauce stuff like yesterday.
Yeah.
I was making ground turkey. I was throwing in a bunch of spices. I was like, I should rue the day and actually make a sauce with this. So I went back and I got like some materials for a sauce and made a sauce with it. So I was very happy with that. I do have more time to cook, but also you have to. There's 2 things that I want to get across.
Yeah.
It's the holidays, and I am the main manager of my family.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
So that
You're
means
the chef.
I am doing gift wrapping, decorating, and everything else with my family around the holidays.
Hold on, they're not wrapping their own gifts.
No, I do they wrap their own gifts in their own way, but I have to wrap my own. Remember?
Oh yeah, no, you have to wrap your gifts. That happens that's normal.
Yeah, duh.
Okay.
And I'm still doing that. As I said, decorating is another thing, because all of the shit is downstairs, and they're disabled, so they can't really walk down there.
Hold on, how long does it take you to wrap gifts?
It matters the amount, and matters what it is. If you're talking yesterday, a while, because you have to basically wrap a 2 yard to yard and a half long pole in gift wrapping
The
paper.
fuck are you giving people as a gift?
Fucking gifts, baby.
What do you mean by the pole? That's a yard long.
Okay. Actually, my father is not home, so I can speak without having to be like, "Oh no, I'm gonna spoil the gift." It was specifically a type of clamping stick that you use for woodworking.
Okay.
So if you're like building like, a big ass fucking thing, or like a really tall like table, or like, fucking making any furniture at all, you're going to want something to hold that up, and you're going to want it to be able to stand at a particular distance. So
Okay.
you can buy one for like $40. That's like goes like a meter to a meter and a half.
And then
yard and a half.
My second thing is the way you do it, right? So you take the wrapping paper.
Yeah.
You roll it out to the required length.
Yep.
Then you cut it, and then you roll it sideways. So and then that's like 6-7 minutes.
You gotta also remember, I like to put ribbons and add little touches to it.
Okay.
I put ribbons on that shit. I put them on
ribbons,
all of them.
Little sketches, little stickers.
I'll put stickers on them too for like who it's to as well. I have like I have like a sticker sheet of like two like. I have sticker sheets for that kind of shit, and I slap it on all of them. I put ribbons on. Sometimes I'll just make plain ribbons. Sometimes I'll try and tie them into a bow.
Yeah.
It fails usually. I'm not very good at bows. I like. Here's the thing: when it comes to gift wrapping, I like to go the whole 9 yards because it's like creation and destruction in one. Like I'm making something pretty, and you get to destroy it.
I should only at most, if you're being really shit at it, double the amount of time for wrapping. So it's 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Yeah. That's for and that's for one.
That's for one really big present for that.
That's for one really big present. Fair point.
Because here's the thing. What I do, right? I've all of the gifts that I'm going to give people are done.
Yeah.
Single afternoon. Done.
Yeah. Shipping doesn't work like that.
Yeah. So you do it.
So I'll be getting them. I'll be getting them throughout the day.
Yeah, so
and also I'll be getting gifts at shops as well. So I do a combination of online shopping and real life shopping. So I'll go for an afternoon. I don't have a select day. I just kind of have a day where it's like I'm going to go do this on the day, and then I go do it.
Yeah, because if you do it early, then you have time for them all to arrive, and you store them in a location, and then you get them all done.
Fair point, but I didn't do them that early this year. Yes, I could have done them in November when I was big-brained and when I thought of that.
Single afternoon, and even so, it's like, oh, a gift arrived today. Let's do that. It's like
I didn't know. No, I didn't do that. No, I had them like I've been having them arrive over this week.
Mm-hmm.
I do know I ordered them early enough to actually come on, fucking, before Christmas.
So you can store them and then get them all done in one go.
I could.
Yeah.
You're saying this like it's a big brain, like, yes, I could do this, and then you forget that like you're talking to a neurodivergent person.
I'm also neurodivergent.
I don't.
Yes, but different angle here.
It's
different
not
gradient.
hard.
Different gradient. Different gradient of neurodivergence.
I was taught like a specific way how to fold my gifts, and out of all of the
fold your gifts.
I mean, have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
continue.
How to wrap the gifts.
Yeah.
And
how
it's
to
like
wrap the gift.
compared to like everyone else in the family when it comes to wrapping gifts, she seems to be like the best at it, and so I picked up on that as well. So it's like, right, you cut it to size and you fold it up and it looks really nice. You put in a bow.
Yeah. Now I'm just imagining.
Since I'm like one of the, I'm not sure if it was mine or the last, but at some point before they stopped teaching cursive, so I get to write Ooh,
yeah.
Write it in cursive, and it looks so nice.
Ooh, yeah. No, you do have really pretty handwriting.
I'm just imagining it now. Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna get this person a Nintendo Switch for Christmas. Here we go. This is the Switch. Guess I've got to fold the gift.
Crunch, crunch.
The horrors.
Oh my god, the fucking horrors. Oh
Which
my
is
god.
better, Pepsi or Coke? Quick fire.
Coke.
I love Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Wow, I'm the only Coke girly here.
Do you want to know something funny, Fuzz?
What?
It's been scientifically proven that Pepsi is better.
How?
They took people who said that they preferred Coke,
Yeah?
and they made them do a blind taste test and identify
Yeah.
which one is Coke and which one is Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
And the majority of them would label the Pepsi as Coke because it tastes better.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
then.
think
All
you
right.
should
Wait, how many
blind-
people... Question, how big of a sample test was this?
I haven't read the study
Okay.
fully. Let me.
Fair
point, fair
size.
point.
Yeah.
If it's like, we got like 5 people, it's like, oh. We got like 5 people in and they like did this, so
Yeah.
it's good enough.
Science
Also, I only say Coca-Cola because one time I got hyped up on it and tried to prank a fancy restaurant's restroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had Coke since.
You want to tell that? You want to tell that story?
Oh my god. Wait, have I told that one to you?
You've told it to me. Yeah.
Okay,
I know it.
I don't think because okay. So when I was on my first trip to Scotland, me and my family went to this like fancy. The best way I can describe it is fancy aesthetically, but not actually fancy. You'd like walk in and they would have a menu and it would have French names all over it and it'd be like, the tour de Bepar. And it's like grilled duck.
Le sandwich.
Yeah, the sandwich. Yeah. And it's like,
Le
it's like
sandwich.
perfectly cut bread with like this and all in an single olive from an olive tree in fucking Greece placed on top, you know. But it's not actually fancy. I got like a big old glass of Coke there. I drank the entire thing. And you have to remember something about this. I drank the entire thing, which was a lot of caffeine, while I had ADHD and unmedicated. So I was fucking bouncing off the goddamn walls. I was like shaking with something to do. So I go to the bathroom, like, you know, doing my business. And then I don't know what kind of clockwork happens in my brain, but I think, you know what would be a good idea? Just prank this place. Just fucking absolutely deck this shit out. So I start taking toilet paper and I start like wrapping it around this fucking stall like a spider web. Like going up and down places, going in and around areas, just fucking covering the entire goddamn place. And then I like do the thing where I lock the stall and like crawl underneath it, do it with that like little underspace.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I leave, you know, close the door. I try to act like nothing happened. I go back. And then like one of the staff members comes over and like taps me on the shoulder and like, you know, I follow him into like, you know, an off little section and they go like, were you the one who locked the door in the bathroom? And I was like, no, I don't know what you mean. And they were like, sir, you're the only man here. There are no other men here. Yeah, it turns out the entire restaurant was nearly empty and it was just me. I was the only guy present there. So I have to, so very sadly, crawl underneath the stall, take all the toilet paper down, unlock the stall from inside. Like, you know, I go back to my mother basically like bawling, like, no, don't be mad at me, please. And my mother's response was basically like, don't do that again, please. It's whatever this time, but don't do that again, please. It was the one and only time I have pulled a prank on like a restaurant.
Why would you prank a restaurant anyways?
I don't know why. I think it was the combination of Coke and me like getting into politics and really hating rich people.
Like you were. I mean, wait, how old were you?
I was 16 at the time.
Okay, that's more embarrassing.
My introduction to politics was immediately leftist.
See,
so.
I didn't know about the politics thing, which is why I was asking how old you were, because
I was like 16 years old.
I was under the assumption that you were like 11 when you did that.
No, I was like 16. Yeah.
No, I thought that it was at an age where it would be, you know, more. How should we put this?
More like haha. That's like a childish thing to do.
No,
yeah.
You.
To be fair, I never pulled off a prank in my entire life until that moment. So, I think that was like all of the energy from trying to be a good boy and not prank anybody.
And then also
build
like,
up.
oh, I hate rich people. Fuck this restaurant. Was it a chain restaurant?
That was a big part of it.
Restaurant?
No, it might have been a chain restaurant. I actually don't know.
It probably.
All I remember, it probably wasn't. All I remember is it was just like a big, like very kind of stereotypical, trying to look fancy restaurant.
Fuzz, there's
yeah.
Now I know that it's not.
I also remember the food.
There's a full
really
chance that you tried to pull a prank on a medium-sized business.
What do you mean by medium size?
Like
at least 5 branches?
Like I don't not like I don't know. I'm like, because obviously they decorate themselves fancily, so they're probably like fucking there's got some fucking prestige thing back there or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's not a chain. It's probably not making like too much, like a lot of money. It's probably making a decent amount of money. And it is like just it's on its own somewhere. So you did so instead of going to like a McDonald's
and doing that,
to fuck over.
Wouldn't that be worse at a McDonald's though?
You know what? Okay, instead of
like imagine doing that at a Denny's.
No, Denny's is it's still like minimum wage.
That's still a pretty big chain. Yeah, like
no.
I feel like doing it on a larger corporate scale, like fucking chain, would be worse.
Yeah,
because then it's like, oh yeah, the minimum wage worker has to go clean that up, and not like Well,
if your idea is fuck rich people, I'm going to vandalize a spot that is owned by a rich person.
Also, I don't think it was a good idea, because like I was 16 at the time.
I'm not even saying that it was a good idea. I
wasn't
saying that it was a good idea. I told you, I'm not saying that's a good idea to vandalize any restaurant. That's just
no.
I can't think of a restaurant where it would be a good idea. But what I'm saying,
the one where the only restaurant you can vandalize right now is that one in New York.
Yeah,
where that rat was.
Oh, you mean the single McDonald's where the fucking CEO killer got ratted out? Yeah, that's the one I'll accept. That's the one restaurant you can.
Now, for legal reasons, I'm not saying that you should go to that McDonald's and vandalize the McDonald's because somebody who works there is a rat. I'm not saying that.
I also agree with that.
However, McDonald's can afford it.
McDonald's, F-Donald's.
L-Donald's.
L-Donald's.
It sounds like you said Meth-Donald's, Misk.
I would
No,
die.
I did not.
That's what
I would die.
On my end, it did.
I go to McDonald's and I order the equation burger and I look at it and I get killed by the sight.
Me going to Meth-Donald's and ordering one meth.
Me going to
McDonald's and ordering an infinite curve of tomatoes.
Yeah, right. I'd like can I get a Pythagorean?
Hey, can I get an x squared amount of tomatoes, please?
Can I get
on my burger?
Yeah.
Can I get an x to the exponential amount of y amount of tomatoes, please?
This just reminds me of you know those like SpongeBob and Patrick memes, right?
Yeah, it's like a cost at a constantly growing value. The world will be doomed by this expenditure.
it's like negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared take away 4ac over 2a foot long. A foot long at two possible different prices. How amusing, you know?
Yeah, I love how Patrick goes to just the fucking like it's always like a fucking dice roll between like the cost of this will be seen before generations of our time and fuck this.
Actually, the one that I'm talking about, Patrick just says something along the lines of, "What's an amusing situation?"
Yeah, that's the secret third option.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Fuzz.
Holy shit. Yeah?
I'm sorry to tell you this, but American monsters are smaller than British monsters.
So are cocks. What are you saying?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that the UK has very big chickens.
It's full of microplastics, that's why.
That's why.
I would have thought that America...
The microplastics make all American cocks slightly smaller.
Damn.
Conspiracy theory.
But how's the the poultry exports gonna function?
Yeah. How are they gonna sell sell
more
their
cock.
chicken now.
They have to sell more cock per cock.
Exactly.
More cock per
Yeah.
square quinch.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Inch,
Wait,
inch,
but
inch,
okay,
inch.
but what about like the people who do like, you know, the works on like bathtubs and like skirting boards and everything? How are they gonna function without that much cock?
They're gonna have
you
to
need a
pay
lot
for
of
more.
cock to seal
Cock
it.
inflation. Look up cock
No,
inflation
don't.
online, and you'll see.
We're-
You'll actually
we're
see
reaching-
the detailed
we're-
explanation.
Wait,
behind
no,
it.
Let's pull this back. Let's pull this
don't do
back.
it.
Let's pull this back. Okay. Woo! We're getting a bit close. We're getting a bit close.
We're getting a bit too close to reality here. Let's turn it back.
Demonetized. We're not even monetized. We're not monetized. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not even. We're not monetized yet.
Yeah. Hey, Coca-Cola. I know you're watching this. My opinion on you will change if you sponsor us.
I will go back to that restaurant and give them $5 as recompense if you sponsor us and give me money.
I'm just imagining like a distant future. This is not going to be the actual distant future. Imagine the distant future. We've blown up. We've actually got a Coca-Cola sponsor, and it cuts back to this episode, and they're like, "I'm sorry, we're gonna have to let you go."
Fuck. Also, side comment for the Discord, me and Misk's coloring backgrounds, or color key backgrounds, are Callie and Marie colored. Sorry, I had to mention that. Anyways.
So, Foz, do you have any mundane topics you want to talk about as we cosplay as normal people, which is the concept of this episode?
Yes, gingerbread houses, yay or nay?
I mean, they're great. They're great, but like once you pick up all of the candy, like it's just gingerbread. You don't really eat it all in one go. You just kind of have to take bits of it.
Yeah. To me,
the following weeks.
It's kind of like being a what are those fucking
it's like
birds?
Eating cardboard, honestly.
Oh, I was gonna say it's kind of like being a bird of prey on like a corpse where you just like pick pieces off of it as it goes. Like I will like make a gingerbread house. I'll like put all the details on it. I'll put a lot. I have one in the corner actually right now. You cannot see it, but on the corner of my room, there's like a gingerbread house that I built, and I will just like take bits and pieces off it as it gets closer to Christmas to like just munch on. It's I just take bits and pieces. I don't ever eat the actual fucking gingerbread because turns out I don't like gingerbread.
Yeah.
Of course.
So gingerbread men, yes. Gingerbread houses, way too much effort.
I like the effort. I just realized I have a thing for the whole like, yes, I love creating this thing so I can destroy it later. I did that for my final project in my mythology class.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fuck, now I want to tell the story behind that. Goddamn. So we had a mythology class and it was a final, and our final was split into two things. Number one was an essay if you wanted to do it. And then the second idea was a artifact where you could basically make something to represent like a piece of mythology. Now it's been a hot while, so I don't remember a lot of the actual pieces of what mine was based on. So this is every mythologist is going to come out from the woodwork and fucking skewer me on this. So, you know, be free to correct me on this. But I believe it was a piece of Welsh storytelling of basically like, there was this one king and he was trying to get rid of another one. Maybe it was for war. I think it was maybe for expansion. But he was like, okay, how do I quickly get rid of this king and all of his servants? Why don't I set them up in this cool house and I like light them on fire inside of it? And the house is made out of iron, so it works like an oven and cooks them to death. And, you know, that's what he did.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, okay, how do I make an artifact out of this? You know, I could just like make a house or make a house out of Lego. And then like two little sparks.
What about the fire?
Yeah. Two little
What about the fire?
Yeah,
Right.
that's about to come in. That's a very good point, because two little sparks of ideas came in me, and I thought, what if I make like a little cardboard house that looks like this iron house, and then I turn it into a fucking firework? So I just dig up some old fireworks that I conveniently have in my closet for some godforsaken reason, the world's biggest fire hazard alive.
Yeah.
Dig out the fucking firework pieces from them, slam it into this thing, Mind you, I did all of this after I showed it off, so I did not bring a live firework to my school,
Okay.
everybody. I did not do that.
Good.
When I brought it in, it didn't have any charges, and it was just like, oh yeah, this is my idea. And I made one promise, which was that, like, when 4th of July comes, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to set that fucker off.
Oh, yes.
And then I never did. Still standing there.
Come on.
It has the charges in it too. It has the charges in it and everything. It's the
So
world's
still a
worst fire hazard.
It's still a fire hazard, yeah.
It's the world's worst fire hazard, and it's just sitting there on my shelf in the back room, waiting to be lit by anything whatsoever.
I feel like what you should do is dismantle it and take it apart and throw it out.
That would be
Maybe
the right
next
thing
4th
to
of
do.
July.
But the funny thing you could
The
do...
funny thing
Set
would
it
be to
out-
keep it.
The funny thing is to light it in your house and claim insurance. Hey, insurance
Take all the
companies. Hey, insurance companies. If Foz's house
You didn't
burns
hear that.
down,
Insurance
you know
companies,
what
this
happened.
never happened. Insurance companies, this never happened.
I was ratting you out for insurance fraud.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you.
I went down the other
Oh my
route.
God.
I went down the other route.
Oh my god. I swear to God.
Oh god. Yeah, no, I don't really have that many memories like that from my childhood. That's the end of the sentence.
That's the end. I mean, I have quite a few, but like all of them are either me being just a weird kid,
Mhm.
and the other me are just being like a little dipshit in like the stupid way. I
Yeah.
was a dumb kid. I have the tale as old as time of throwing myself down a stairwell for fun.
Yeah, no, I like in my head when it comes to like having fully fledged like proper
Mhm.
memories and everything, like I practically came into existence at the age of 16 and a quarter.
Oh damn! Your brain was like, no more memories until you hit fucking 16. Everything
was-
before that didn't happen.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no.
wait. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
My earliest memory was just floating in space. And
My
then I was
early-
suddenly
Oh,
here.
Whirling.
At some house party. I'm like, hey, who is everyone?
I remember my earliest memory.
My earliest memory is being a very, very tiny baby and being in one
Uh-huh.
of those small like baby baths that they make so that you don't
Mhm.
put the baby into like an actual bath because that's dangerous, and being bathed as a baby. I can't
my
have,
early yeah.
I
okay.
can't have been like older than like 1.
Holy
yeah,
fucking shit!
that's my earliest memory.
God damn, that's a
Um,
really good fucking one because I don't even have anything close to that.
yeah.
Apparently, like, some other time, like, once
Mhm.
once I was in Canada and not, I don't know, in space. Okay. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
Oh,
Wait.
I
Wait.
love how
Okay, so we were at a restaurant, like a Montana's or something. They have
yeah.
the huge brown paper on top of the table and a bunch of crayons, right? So
Uh-huh.
you can draw and write stuff on it while waiting for your
Oh.
meal.
Yeah, I know those places.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like drawing stuff, and then my dad decides to draw something with me, and then I start crying for no reason.
Oh,
And because he's like, wow, look at
Oh my
that,
God.
it's an elephant, right?
Oh
And
my
I'm just
God.
crying, bawling my eyes out. I'm so
Oh my
distressed
God.
because that's not an elephant, that's a mouse. I don't understand
That's not an elephant, that's a mouse.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, so my memory, the way that my existence lies is between that earliest memory before anything could ever go wrong, and then after everything kind of started to end and I started to become a person. Everything in
God.
between
Yeah.
them is horror and badness.
Yeah, mine.
Mind you.
Oh, mine
Mind
is.
you, like the rest
yeah.
of my
Yeah.
rest of my memories are like I don't actually remember this. These are things that my parents say about me, so it's like Yes, I definitely did do those things.
Yeah.
I have a little mix of side A and side B. I have some memories which my parents are just like, yeah, this is like what happened when you were a kid. And some of them that I kind of remember pieces of. My memory is like a whole fucking big old like puzzle with a lot of the pieces missing. I think my two earliest ones, one that was told by my family and one that I remember specifically. One I remember specifically, very, very easy. I was just watching the original Star Wars trilogy on VHS.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just sitting down in the downstairs watching it.
Yeah.
The earliest memory that my parents keep telling me is the time that me and my sibling were in the living room, and I don't know what came into me, but my sibling at the time had really long hair, and I just like went up to my sibling's hair, and I just grabbed all of their hair and yanked it like a rope.
Oh.
And I didn't know why I did that, but I think that's the reason why my sibling hated me until I was like maybe 17.
Yeah.
Which is a good reason. Good reason, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, that's a fair reason. And then, like, once I hit, like, as I said, 17, 18, my sibling was like, yeah, no, we got to stay. We're in the shit together. That's just kind of what happens. I don't know.
Fair enough. Okay, that's
what happened to me.
This one should... Yeah. This next one should hopefully be unanimous between us all.
Yeah.
And it should be a very easy one to answer. And if it's not, I'm going to throw hands. Okay?
I'm going to fuck this up. Okay.
Apple or Android?
Android, duh.
Android.
Who the fuck cares about...
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck wants to
What
go
do you
to
mean, Apple or Android?
Phone.
Like,
Phone.
do I have it or do I prefer?
Which one? Well, which one do you have, and then tell us which one you prefer.
I have Apple, but I prefer Android, and yeah.
Mhm.
That's valid. That's also valid.
Yeah, that's also
Funnily
valid.
enough, I only have one family member who is like, yes, I like Apple, and it's my mother.
Yeah, but
Like, I don't like Apple as a company, but I'm kind of stuck with Apple phones.
Yeah.
Everything else, I do Android, PC, anything that's more easy to modify.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to preface this by saying that this is a joke. Don't come at me in the comments. But Fuzz, your mother is also a Christian.
Fair point. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you said she was
line up.
Mormon.
Well, yeah, she was. I just didn't want to
Yeah.
say that out loud.
You can say that out loud. I'm gonna let you say that out loud.
Okay, what? I would turn it into a
I give you
funny
the right.
Christian joke from the funny Mormon joke, because
Fair point.
funny
fair
Mormon
point.
joke is less funny.
Fair
you know?
point. Fair point. Yeah, no, I prefer Android simply because it lets me get fucking custom apps on that shit. And I love reading my visual novels on the custom apps, baby. I love custom APIs.
Yep. I love definitely no piracy.
I love not pirating. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, I love paying
Yeah,
for...
I love it
Who
when
else- who
I
else is
use
playing
Apple
this?
iTunes and music
Who
to
else
buy
is
all of my
playing
music.
Dark Souls
I'm
on their
certainly not-
iPhone?
I'm playing
Android.
Doom on the iPhone.
Android. Who else is playing Dark Souls on their Android?
That would be hell. That would be the
I
worst.
look, okay,
Oh,
there
no.
are two things that I aspire to play in my life. First thing is being dredged using an actual ship wheel and actual ship controls. Second, playing Dark Souls on a fucking
No.
phone. Okay.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Have you
I want
seen
it. Let me play it.
somebody? I believe they beat Elden Ring using a Dance Dance Revolution controller.
Yeah. No, I want to do stupid shit like that. Come on.
Oh God.
Technoblade started it with the steering wheel Minecraft. Let me finish this with Dark Souls on the phone.
Okay, because here's the thing. You've got to
Yeah.
you've got to balance it out between this looks impressive.
Playing Minecraft with guitar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Minecraft.
I'm playing COD with a guitar. No, a recorder.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Go
you're
ahead.
detecting the pitches and everything.
Yeah.
The issue is
Mhm.
that you have to find the balance between this looks and sounds impressive versus this is impressive, right? Because
Yeah.
play Dark Souls on a phone, sure, that's fucked up, that's cursed, and I mean it's gonna be fucked to play that. However, play Dark Souls using a Dance Dance Revolution controller, that's fucked up. It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna suck to play that, but it's cool.
So what you're telling me is I should play Dark Souls with accurate ship controls.
What I'm saying is, I think. Hey, Faz, you wanna know what you
What
should do?
you're
Faz, you wanna
saying-
know what you should do?
Yes?
Right. So
What?
you should set up a camera next to a urinal. Okay.
Okay.
Get it so it's facing the urinal, and the different
like my POV,
like your POV, yeah.
like
You don't
me POV.
and then you do a grid. You set up a grid of pixels, and it takes a picture of the grid each time, right? And wherever the biggest clump of pixels from your stream of piss is determines the input.
Wouldn't it just be easier to set up a bunch of sensors that detect when liquid is hitting them?
Yeah, but then they'd have like liquid on them all the time anyways. I don't know, I'm saying play Dark Souls with your piss.
Piss souls?
Piss souls.
Okay, now we're getting, because like I would have to chug water and have one. I would have to have a sniper TF2 sized bladder to play that game.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend actually using your piss. I'd recommend like using like a hose,
a water bottle or something, or like a hose. Yeah. I like the ship controls a little bit better, because then it's like fucking I'm playing the game and I need to dodge, and I'm like fucking you're hard, laddies, as I like ram the wheel sideways and fucking like hitch down the fucking like ship control to go backwards. It'd be like trying to play like fucking Team Fortress 2 with fucking tank controls. Okay, it would be so much fun.
Yeah, it would.
Oh my god!
I think that this episode has been a very good like baseline to where we're at as a podcast.
Yep.
Because we started this with a topic and a goal, and the topic was best way to drink water, and the goal was to cosplay as normal people, and we finished it with playing Dark Souls with your piss.
And we somehow answered the question, though.
I mean,
so I would consider that a plus.
Round of applause.
You can play Doom with your gut microbacteria if you really wanted to.
You know, they made the Matrix, basically.
Playing Doom with your tongue.
You know, they put a brain and they hooked it up so that all of its sensory information that it was receiving was from a digitally created world.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Doom on the I remember that.
Not even
that was fucked up.
Doom on mice brains, I think, was a thing, but they did this with like lab grown human brain.
Yeah, we're just like adding Doom to like anything now.
We're gonna have computer rights very soon.
Yep. We're gonna have Doom on like Doom on Carbonara.
How do we know when something is sentient, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, after a certain point, it's like you know. The series that I watched put this very strangely, and it was how do we know that Clippy isn't just a very, very stupid, rudimentary artificial intelligence, like actually intelligence?
Sorry, my brain's going a different way. My brain's going a very different like way when you're talking about that, because I know it's supposed to be like a deep kind of like, yeah, how would we know if something is sentient unless it's like just really, really stupid or that? And my brain immediately went to, does that technically mean that the Bechdel test doesn't work? And B, does that mean that Clippy passes the Bechdel test?
What do you mean by the Bechdel test doesn't work?
You know what the Bechdel test is, right?
This might be the wrong test.
Yeah, the Bechdel test is two women in a piece of media.
That's the wrong test. That's the wrong test. That is very the wrong test.
It's the Turing test. It's the Turing test.
Turing test. Thank you. Turing test. Sorry.
You should know this. Alan Turing was a gay man.
I don't know things.
Alan Turing was a gay man.
I heard that in a test.
Do you not know of your history?
No. I don't know most things. I'm sorry, you give me two things that both end with test and I will get them mixed up.
I'm surprised this is Rorschach test.
I've already gotten that one mixed up, so you can't say anything.
You know what a Rorschach test is?
I know what a Rorschach test is, and I also confused it with the Turing test.
What's the Rorschach test?
Rorschach isn't it the test with the art blocks?
Yeah, the ink block, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I'm not entirely stupid, but I'm also saying I've also gotten that confused with the Bechdel test.
Sure you aren't.
Oh no, I will. It will eventually happen.
Sure you aren't totally stupid.
I'm not totally stupid, but it will end up happening. I'm sorry.
You named something.
The blank test. I'm gonna get them all mixed up. Okay. You could name something remember this is about game controllers test, and I will get it confused with all three.
All right. Okay. So Next time, I guess let's come up with an idea that we'll definitely do next time, so that the viewers will come back for more. What are we doing next time, guys?
Do you play games with controller or with keyboard?
Okay,
That's a good
so
question.
we're just continuing with like the normal ass shit next time.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
we're gonna
No,
that's our bit. We start with a normal question and then we just see where it goes and what
I'm
insanity it
waiting
brings
for the
us.
day that we become
I
political.
want to talk. Wait.
Mhm.
Like fantasy races in domestic situations.
Ooh,
Oh, I
that
actually
would be
kind of like
fun.
that a bit more. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are reaching our time on this.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it just means that the viewers will just have to come back next week.
Yep.
What a shame.
Sorry. Come back here.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh,
And-
so sad.
And you, yes, I'm talking to you, Michael. I better see you.
I'm
here
talking
next
to
week.
you.
We're talking to you, Michael.
Nice to see you back, Todd.
Yeah. Oh, not Todd. No, we hate Todd.
What? No, we love
Fuck
Todd
you,
here.
Todd.
No, I'm saying that
Whoa,
because
what? No!
Todd is one of my childhood bullies, man. We hate Todd.
Oh. Well, we
Yeah.
hate that Todd, but I like this Todd
we-
right here.
How do we know that that's not the Todd?
Well, if you're the Todd, go fuck yourself. If you're a different Todd than the Todd,
If your name is
Welcome
Todd
back.
and you're not the Todd, you're on thin fucking ice, mate. All right.
I cannot believe you're Todd phobic.
Listen, all I'm saying is that there's a reason that they call people like them Todd. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week.